for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%.
So, Ed, my man P. Bev the other day made some comments on social media. I want to get your reaction. He said, I'll tell you right now, we are the best team in L.A. How do you feel about that?
Jay, since the Clippers moved from San Diego, I don't know if that's been the case once. Maybe going back a few years, but LeBron James is in L.A. now. I don't know if Patrick Beverley's right on that one. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down.
Good shot. Oh, yeah, you've been working on your craft.
Two for 2 on that trip. Clippers have the basketball. Beverley. Danny Green to James. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. As a look. James with the board. To Cousins. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
DeMarcus Cousins, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Now Doc wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. George to Leonard. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Los Angeles has the basketball. Cousins to Danny Green. James to Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark. Beverley smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And he knocks it down. Jay, as key a move as you'll find in the NBA.
And it is the new age triple threat. It does 2 things. Number 1, it creates distance in a hurry. Number 2, when you're stepping east to west while maintaining your dribble, which is the difference maker, it throws a defender off because now he's at your mercy and he's off balance.
And it just may be, Jay, the biggest threat late in the shot clock.
Especially if you add a hesitation to the move, or if you look at the rim, you'll most time have the defender jumping out of the shoes.
We wish defenders all the best in this game defending that. Anthony Davis, tough matchup against George. Off the assist.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, they're a lot.
Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Passed it off. 2 points for Danny Green.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
It's the Clippers with the possession now.
I got him.
To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard First couple didn't go. That one is true.
I know it can be demoralizing for a team not to see the ball go in the bucket, but now that the nightmare has stopped, it's time to pick up the energy.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. James to Kyle Kuzma. Runner's good there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Harkless. Deep two there, won't go.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
To Williams. Oh, had him going there for a second. Williams. For three. And McGee there for the rebound. Kuzma. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Trying to cash in. A shot no good there by Williams. LeBron James. Huge block. That's it for the first quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Kawhi Leonard. 2 of 4 now.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
LeBron into the front court. It's an 11-point game. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Dudley here against Harkless. And he scores. Jay, how do you stop that?
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Nothing going here on that drive. Pass to the rim. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Here comes the screen. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand in the NBA. With LeBron James, what do you make of Laker fans accepting him maybe now or down the road as one of their own?
They better accept him now. I agree wholeheartedly with Jeannie Buss when she said they're not Laker fans if they're not happy about LeBron James. He is a Laker, and this is one of the most loyal fan bases we have, not just in this country, but in the entire world. The most Twitter followers of all the teams in the NBA.
Changes coming from both sides right now. LBJ. To Davis. To Harkless. Shot from the lane won't go. Lakers at the controls right now. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Williams across the timeline. Down by 15. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Paul George. It's LA Clippers ball to George. DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. Jay, the Clippers last year were 2 games better than 500. Pretty amazing when you think about what they dealt with.
Most definitely, but everything for this Clipper organization starts with Lou Williams. He is the stud for this team. It's his second time in his career he's been named 6th Man of the Year, and that's why they signed the 31-year-old to a 3-year, $24 million deal.
To Paul George. Leonard. Williams to Leonard. Doesn't get the bounce. James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Williams. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. JaMychal Green tips it. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Lakers dominated this matchup from the opening tip, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display.
Game track. Field goals. Player of the half.
The chosen one is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Lakers certainly didn't have a problem putting up points in the opening half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win. And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Beverly into the front court. His guys down big. Leonard to George. Goes to the right side. Beverly. To Paul George. Fires the three. Cleans it up. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Clippers have the basketball. George. To Leonard. Sizing up the defense. From the outside, no good. To James. Davis. Driving right to the basket. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Paul George to Beverly. Kawhi Leonard. And the Lakers have the rebound. And they call it.
A simple touch foul.
Number 13, Paul George. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Danny Green. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Leonard. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
James to Danny Green. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Paul George. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Time for some new personnel into the game. Danny Green. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Across the timeline comes James. His guys holding the big lead. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
If you would like to participate in an upcoming event, you can register at our team website.
George. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
James to Cousins. Oh, emphatic slam.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Shot from in close, no good.
I got him.
Davis, pass to Cousins, down low. Turns and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Paul George. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Beverly to Leonard. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for 2 shots. A career 84% free throw shooter. Misses the first. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. LeBron James with the rock. He cruises in for 2. Too easy.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And the Clippers have the rebound. Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting five has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
LeBron, not that time. It's the Clippers with the possession now.
Big pick right there.
Leonard to George. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. McGee powers it through. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Short jumper stays out. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Here comes the screen. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Strong finish for Paul George.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And strokes it.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper is wet too?
Beverly into the front court. Down a bundle. Here's Leonard for two. And he buries it.
Oh my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
LBJ with it. To Davis. The drive. Right to the basket. Paul George with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
James into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. And the reward, he's going to the line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
LeBron James. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. Oops. He missed the first one. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
Yep, right there, yep.
Leonard.
To number 0, Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Team foul.
Kawhi Leonard. He's going to get 3 shots here, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Second one's no good. One more coming. Los Angeles, they have it. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
I got ball. I got ball.
George knocks down the three-pointer.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter.
Leonard can't get the bounce.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Drives, but a shot won't go down.
Hey, lock up, lock up.
Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers dominated this game from beginning to end. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Clippers are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. The Clippers got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
LeBron James wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. he had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well.